Now that you have a basic understanding of Reason, I'd like to take you through a few steps that incorporate all of the different items that we learned about. Obviously, you can create your own original song. Right now, I would like to show you how to go onto the internet, download a free, user-friendly MIDI file that's a free resource, and now add all the different elements in Reason. So the first thing we want to do is create a new Reason file. I remind you, you do that by going up to File, hitting New, and now we have a new Reason file. Let's navigate to a website in Google where we can download a free source of music. So the one I suggest in the beginning is Cyberhymnal. This is at cyberhymnal.org. Once you click on the site, you'll notice several things at the top. What you would like to do is scroll through the menus here. All the music is categorized alphabetically. Hit the J. Let's pick a song that everyone would know. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee. You scroll down the list until you get to Joyful, joyful, we adore thee. You click on that. And yes, this is indeed the song we're looking for. One really extra benefit of this site is it gives you biographical data of the composers. Right-click on this MIDI file here, and you have the option to do several things. You want to download the linked file as, and when given the option, let's go to the top and save it as Joyful, Joyful, and I would like to save this on my desktop. So let's save. Now that we've downloaded a MIDI file, what we'd like to do is import that MIDI file and bring the data into Reason. That's done by going to File, Import MIDI File. When you click that, Reason's window pulls up. Remember, we saved this on our desktop. So let's go down to Joyful, Joyful, Mid, and open that file. And you will notice that now we have data in the sequencer area. You will also notice that there are 3 new devices added in the devices rack, all 3 of which are combinators. Now, the combinator is a device which we have not discussed yet. It's not an effect unit, it's not a synth, it's sure not a sampler, it's actually all of the above. It's a sophisticated device that allows you to build elaborate chains of Reason units, instruments, effects, pattern sequences, you name it, and save it as a combination patch. In other words, I can link to any type of patch, whether it's an effect or a different device, through this browse patch, and it will actually play the notes down here in the sequencer area. Let's give it a shot. Go to Window, Detach Sequencer Window, click on the first track, and hit this button, which will switch us to edit mode. And our suspicions are confirmed. This is indeed the soprano and the alto part, which leads me to believe the section below this would be perhaps the bass and the tenor part. And there's also a third section here, which looks like maybe the pedals of an organ, or something along those lines. We haven't heard it yet. So let's go back. We'll close this window to force it back into this area. Click on this button to go back to the arrange mode. And now let's add a combinator to the other 2 units as well. You will notice that the first combinator has been replaced by this device. Let's go to Reason Factory Sound Bank. On this next one, let's add some strings. Okay. And on the third one, let's go back, Reason Factory Sound Bank, and NXT Sampler. And let's also add a nice grand piano on this sound as well. Okay. And let's hear what it sounds like all together. I want to remind you that you can add effects by going to the mixer, create, digital reverb. Let's add a little bit of an effect on the piano part. And let's also go down here and actually name this piano so that we don't get confused as to what track we're playing. A very nice feature of Reason is that when you name it here, you can see the corresponding piano here. And when I flip on back, once again, piano. This keeps things very organized. Let's play it with a little reverb. And just the piano. So this is a very primer level application of all the different elements.